Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for subscribing, and if you are not yet subscribed, then what are you waiting for? Just click the subscribe button now. Today's video about moving abroad. Although I'm going to be using my experience of moving from Africa to England for a year, but it's pretty much applicable to anyone moving abroad, especially for Africans moving abroad. So I'm going to be using African experience, from Nigeria to be precise, because Africa is a continent and not a country, for those who do not know yet. But yes. So what do you need to move abroad? Well, the very first thing is your move has to be legal. For me, it has to be legal. Like, there is no point running around, hiding in the streets everywhere, all because of immigration. I'm a Christian and I don't believe in cutting corners. I believe in doing things the right way according to God's guidance. So if you're moving, it has to be you're going for studies, or you're going to join your family, maybe your husband or your wife, or meeting family, or you're visiting, or well, visiting doesn't really count here. I'm talking about moving properly, or moving for a while. Or you got a job and you need to relocate, to England or the United States or whatever. But it has to be legal, and you have to go through the right process, get your papers, and then move. Because if you think that you're just leaving because probably you feel Nigeria is not very conducive, you don't have a job, and then you want to go for green pastures, then it doesn't make much sense, because you're going there and you need to work as well. It's not, you won't get money on the streets, or get money like just get into an office and just say, oh yeah, I need to do this job. You need to have the right qualifications, but make sure your move is legal. Now, the second thing is for you to have a positive mindset. When I mean a positive mindset, a lot of people go with negative mindset of, how there's a lot of problems, when I mean problems, I mean in mingling, in settling in, and how, people discriminate against you and all that. When you go with all that bad blood, yes, bad blood, I tell you, that's what you will see. When you go thinking everyone is going to discriminate against you, then you've already started discriminating against yourself before anyone even discriminates against you. Now, I'm not saying that people might not discriminate against you, but that, for me, I did not really experience much of that discrimination. I did not even experience any kind of discrimination, to be fair. Because I feel like what we call discrimination sometimes, now I'm choosing my words carefully, what we call discrimination sometimes could just be a need to understand each other. Now, if I don't understand how you behave or how you, process things, I might not want to involve you in something because I'm not too sure how you're going to take it. I don't know, I don't understand your culture, and that's what happens most of the time. So the minority, which happens to be you, who's just like getting in, I don't mean like you're less, I mean minority in number, would be the ones to like be left out. But if you let yourself out, like you show yourself as being relevant to that situation, maybe it's, for example, we had to be paired up into groups during my course, and very quickly a lot of people were about to get paired, and I walked up to someone and I said, I'm going to be in a group with you, because I knew this person is very good, and I said, I want to be in a group with you. I didn't wait for someone to come and meet me, because I'm the different one here, and I do not want, it might take a lot of courage or whatever to meet me. They don't know how, so they'll probably want to just speak with people they're familiar with, or pair up easily with people that they understand better. But me walking up there, the person never told me not to join her group. And yes, I was a part of that group, and it was much better for me because I was able to understand what was expected of us in, for that assignment and things like that. Now, that's just an example. Anywhere you find yourself, make sure that you throw yourself out there. Be confident of who you are. Don't look down on yourself before you even look down on. Yes, and then, so have a positive mindset. A lot of people tell you a lot of things. In fact, some people told me point blank that white people are this and that, they're not caring and all that. Unfortunately, it was actually my personal tutor and my year tutor, who happened to be white, who helped me to settle in very well. Like, they were very caring. I got in late for the course, and they made sure that, not just in the course, my accommodation and everything, they were always checking on me to be sure that I was fine. So if I had gone there and just shut them out and just felt, oh no, these people are not nice, I'm not going to relate with them, then I might have just prolonged my process of settling in. So let's go with a positive mindset. And now the third one is that, of course, there is going to be a culture shock. So if possible, try to understand a little bit about the culture before you leave. Now, that does not mean you will still not see things that will shock you, but be ready to accept change. Be ready for it. Now, I'm not talking of negative change. Stick to your principles and all of that, yes. But where possible, places where you can blend with, accepting, culture, positive culture changes, then please do accept it, and don't criticize everything you see. Don't criticize everything you see. A lot of things could be better where you're going to accept it, accept the change, and be ready to learn. Be ready to learn. Open your mind to learn. Learn how they relate with one another. We're very respectful in Africa. In Nigeria, for example, you call older people with an appellation, either use auntie or sister or whatever, depending on the person's relationship. And if you're relating with your lecturers, you call them by their titles and all that. That does not apply in England. And in fact, it's seemingly rude for you to continuously call someone doctor or professor when the person has told you to call him by name, or to continue using sir or ma, or because you feel, oh, it's a wrong way of talking to an older person. Well, that they don't understand that as respect. There are other ways by which you respect them, and they understand that you respect them. It's not by the name calling or the use of titles. So we need to understand little things like this that will not cost you anything. Just accept it, embrace it, and open yourself up to learn things, learn new, dishes, how to make new dishes, find out information, go for get volunteer jobs. Oh, that is very important, especially for those who are like staying for longer periods of time. Instead of just applying to big organizations and waiting to be called upon, don't limit yourself. I'm not saying we should limit yourself, but get experience, get volunteer jobs in the field you are looking for jobs in. Get volunteer jobs, go out there, do register for internships, apprenticeships and all of that. Open things that might not necessarily bring a lot of money initially, but you're building the experience. You begin to build the experience, and then you are able to accumulate, understand the work culture. That's another, it's still relating to culture, but this is work culture. You understand the work culture, you understand the organization culture, which is different from what happens back in Nigeria, and then you are able to blend in, and that is how you get jobs better. So when you are called for an interview, you'll be able to package yourself and have something to offer. It's not that you're just going with the experience you have in Nigeria and then you feel, oh yeah, I have 10 years of experience. Those 10 years of experience might not even count over there, because the experience you have here is totally different from how they operate there. So you might need to start all over again. Now, it might not take so long. I believe in God's favor for his children. I believe God orders our steps and in accordance to his will. So if God is asking you to move, then get ready to follow his footsteps. Follow what God leads you to do. And I'm pretty sure that you will have, and of course, get fellowships, join groups, societies. If you're in uni, get societies. Apart from the African society, very good, to meet people of like minds and all that. But a church society, mixed societies, I kind of like mixed societies better, because it makes you to learn the culture better. If you're going to be staying for longer periods of time, it will be beneficial for you. I don't like it when people just feel, oh no, any little thing, oh, it's just black people, it's just black people. Please, I don't even see color differences. This is just skin color. So guys, I hope this video has been very helpful to you if you're planning on moving abroad. And if you have moved abroad, can you drop tips, more tips, that helped you in settling in better, or things you thought would have helped you to settle in better that you would like to give to other people who are just making the move? And also, if you're just about to move and you have questions, please drop your questions in the comment box, and thumbs up if you've loved this video, and let me have suggestions also for more videos. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye. Today's different.